In terms of job satisfaction, there can be few industry sectors that can hold a candle to demolition and construction. The pride in removing a derelict or dilapidated tower block from a skyline, clearing the way for regeneration and renewal. Building a house where families can raise their children and create memories together. Constructing a skyscraper in which a company will prosper and grow, providing employment for hundreds or even thousands of people. Building a school where future generations will learn, or a hospital where the sick will be cured and newborn babies will be welcomed into the world. Even paving a road carries millions to their place of work or home to their loved ones. To look at this industry's accomplishments is to see a nation transformed. Construction is not merely a builder, it's a massive engine of British prosperity. It contributes roughly 7% of the UK's GDP, a figure representing over £140 billion in annual output. But those numbers tell only half the story. It's the human element that truly defines us. This industry employs over 2.5, 3 million people, roughly 1 in every 16 workers in this country. Every year we take on thousands of apprentices, providing a lifeline of skills to young people who might otherwise be left behind by an increasingly academic world. We don't just build skyscrapers, we build careers. We provide the roof over the heads of our fellow citizens, the tarmac that connects our cities, and the specialised environments where our children learn and our sick are healed. Think of the London 2012 Olympics, a moment of pure, unadulterated professional and national triumph. The Olympic Park wasn't just a sporting venue, it was a masterclass in demolition, land remediation, and rapid construction. We took a contaminated industrial wasteland in Stratford and turned it into a global centrepiece, finishing on time and within the revised budget. It proved to the world that when British construction industry is given a clear mandate and a unified goal, we are, or we were, second to none. And yet, for every Olympic success, there's a scandal that makes us bow our heads in frustration and shame. How do we reconcile our capacity for brilliance with the absolute shambles that is HS2? It's become a white elephant, a project so bloated by shifting scopes, management failures, and bureaucratic indecision that it's become a joke. What began as a visionary leap for national connectivity has developed or devolved into a cautionary tale of how to burn through billions of pounds of taxpayers' money while achieving nothing. But the rot goes deeper than mere mismanagement. This industry has a dark side, and we all know it exists, but too often it's discussed only in hushed tones behind cite sheds, corruption and unethical practice. The statistics are damning. Studies suggest that the construction industry remains one of the most susceptible to bribery and fraudulent activity. Whether it's bid rigging, price-fixing cartels, or the kickbacks that grease the wheels of procurement, these practices undermine every honest firm trying to do a decent day's work. The Office of Fair Trading has in the past levied fines exceeding £120 million against dozens of firms for collusive tendering. More recently, surveys by professional bodies like the CIOB have indicated that a significant portion of professionals have been offered a bribe at least once in their careers. It's a cancer that eats away at our professional pride. It inflates costs for the public, stifles innovation for smaller, more honest players, and stains the reputation of the millions of hard-working people who just want to build something they can be proud of. And it's a problem that is not going away. Despite record-breaking fines and high-profile exposures, the industry appears trapped in a cycle of illegal behaviour. The scale of the penalties handed down in recent years is unprecedented. In the demolition and asbestos removal sector, a 3-year CMA investigation culminated in 2022, with 10 firms being hit with fines of £60 million. Those firms illegally colluded to rig bids on 19 separate contracts worth over £150 million, including high-profile sites like Oxford University and Selfridges. But the rot doesn't end at demolition. In the groundwork sector, VP and MGF were slapped with fines exceeding £15 million for operating a 6-year cartel, sharing confidential pricing data to artificially maintain high prices. In roofing materials, two of the UK's largest suppliers, Associated Lead Mills and BLM British Lead, were fined a combined £9.5 million for carving up the rolled lead market. A price-fixing ring was uncovered in the precast concrete drainage sector, resulting in a massive £36 million penalty. Similarly, suppliers of galvanised steel water tanks were fined nearly £2 million for their roles in a long-running price-fixing ring. And perhaps the most significant financial settlement occurred in 2025, when 7 of the nation's largest house builders, including Barratt Redrow and Taylor Wimpey, agreed to a staggering £100 million settlement following a probe into the exchange of sensitive information. And yet the behaviour has not been deterred. It simply moved further into the shadows. The public purse remains the primary target, with active investigations currently looking into bid rigging for school construction and the supply of essential concrete admixtures. However, the authorities have seemingly realised that financial ruin for the company is not enough of a deterrent for individuals. A new aggressive partnership between the CMA and the Serious Fraud Office signals that the gloves have finally come off. Investigators recently arrested individuals suspected of a £44 million conspiracy involving the Eco4 scheme. And that wasn't just a simple regulatory breach. It was an alleged attempt to defraud a government initiative that was designed to aid the most vulnerable in society by submitting invoices for work that was never undertaken. What is clear is that the Serious Fraud Office is no longer content to let regulators issue fines. It's sending a clear message. When financial ruin is no longer a deterrent, the threat of a prison cell must take its place. And in doing so, it might have just helped restore the industry's pride.